What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the Easy Guide walkthrough for Liza Beat Part 2. So, we are back at the hotel right now. Let's, before we go out, I like to just double check on some things first. Make sure you look at your defense parts and make sure you are using the Workshop Union lightweight frame. We got that in the last place, so just make sure and put that on. Before we go into missions, always check through your defense parts. Make sure you're wearing the highest defense tier options. As we get through the game, these will get heavier, where you will have to manage your weight as well, but we'll talk about that later on. Amulets, we haven't got any yet, so just leave that empty, and we are good to head out. So where we go from here is right back behind the hotel. And for the most part, this game is very linear. There is a jump in the middle of the game where we will go a different route, but it's pretty linear throughout the whole game. I mean, this game technically does not need a walkthrough per se where to go, but I do believe it needs a walkthrough for how to beat it, because there are some hard bosses and hard areas to even to get through. So that's why I felt to make a walkthrough for this game, even though it is a very linear based game. So Elysion Boulevard entrance.
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Alright, so that's Gemini that he just introduced himself there. He is like your sidekick throughout the game. Can't really do much besides light a lamp. But he is your sidekick nonetheless, so go ahead and run through his dialogue.
I'm Gemini, your friend last summer.
And we are good to go from here. We are just going to go through the right entrance where Clemenance is. They got this dude. Always watch your back too. There's going to be a puppet down there. We're going to take out him. Actually, the one right there first. We're going to take out this one first over here, sitting down. And if you aren't using your lamp yet, turn your lamp on, because this place is dark. Just go for a quick backstab on him. Remember to always lock on when you're walking through alleyways. That way, if you come across some enemies, you won't be sideswiped by them or anything like that. And remember, if you block, you get your health back once you get that attack next. So don't be afraid to block these enemies' attacks if you're not aggressive. If you don't want to play that aggressive.
Rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago, before the puppet frenzy.
All right, so this is gonna be a shortcut for later. We're just going to keep clearing out enemies for now. Up here, you're going to have a dog. You're going to try to get the dog's attention first. Not butcher that like I did. And then he's going to wake up all these other guys. This guy's going to be a gun guy, so take him out first. Always take the gun guys out first in this game, because guns do a lot of damage to you in this game. We're just going to go back here and get this defense part. And also, always look at your back, watch your back when you're opening chests in this game. There are no iframes when opening chests, so you can totally get killed when opening a chest. We're going to put on the defense part, though. It is a... where's it at? There we go. So, a lot of F-150 frame, just put that on there. Those defense parts actually do make quite a bit of difference too later on, especially about how much damage you take in this game. Alright, we're going to go through this alley. We're going to go up this ladder. Now up here there's going to be a guy right behind this wall, so we're going to kind of lead him out. And there's going to be a guy over there. He's going to be the one that we got to take out. He's the guy with the gun. So lock onto him. We're going to sprint right over to him. And then turn your back and get ready to take on this guy. There we go. And then we're going to go over here and get the shortcut. Alright, now this next guy can be a little bit of a pain. He is a kind of an elite. I guess he is an elite, not kind of. He is an elite. We're going to wait till he comes out here on the roof, and we're going to attack. We're going to wait till he gives us some options here. Attack. Try to get a couple attacks off. Block. If you can get a perfect block, that helps too. He's going to do a red attack. If he does, we'll use our Fable Arts for that. And get our stagger. And one more heavy. There we go. Take him out. Not too bad. Like I said, don't be afraid to block in this game. Block and attack. It's a very good method to go. There's an item over there, too, that we missed here. Let's go grab that. I guess I kind of forgot about that. Sorry about that, guys. Should have wrote that down in the guide. Alright. After that, we're going to go through here. There's going to be a few dudes in here, up here, once we cross over this room. Okay, there's going to be a guy right there. There's also going to be a guy behind the boxes, too, over there, so just be ready for him. But we're going to get a backstab on him first. And then we're going to go over here and heavy attack him. Then we're going to also watch out for this dude, take him out next. Alright. And then we're going to repair our weapon too, because our weapon is blinking red. When it's blinking red like that, your weapon can break. And if your weapon does break, you need to wait till you get to a Stargazer for it to be fixed. So keep that in mind, guys. Always repair your weapon. Otherwise, you'll have to switch to a different weapon and continue. Alright, so out here, you see that guy shooting? We are going to use our puppet string. So we have... Also, do not let this guy kill you. These rake guys... Forgot about that guy. So that guy, those guys carry like a stabbing thing. They can stab you, lock you into a corner, and kill you. So just make sure and take that guy out. That guy was the guy I was trying to tell you about. This guy, we're going to use our puppet string. We're going to pull him off. So we're going to lock on him, walk out toward the wooden plank, and then throw that off. That's just going to throw him off, and he's going to die. That's all we did there. And then... So that, yeah, what happened was the rake guy, he ran across here. He was across on there. And then he just ran straight over there. We can get this item over here. Kind of a weird item, I know. But just run on the side. You'll be fine. And then cross over. Right. And then we can go down and we can get another shortcut here. Watch out, there'll be a few enemies down here, too. Or one enemy, I can't remember if it's two or one. We got this guy. Get a moonstone. Yep, just one enemy. I couldn't remember if there was one around the corner or not. Go ahead and grab that shortcut. And then we're just going to go right back up that ladder. This game is very forgiving in shortcuts. It has shortcuts basically in every level, even toward the end of the game too. They're very forgiving. They like to put a shortcut before you get to like an elite, just in case you die. It's not like too unforgiving in this game, which is pretty awesome. So there's really no bad runbacks. There's going to be a guy back here. Forgot about that. Right back behind the wall. Put up your block and just take him out real quick. They love putting enemies behind corners too, so always watch your corners. But even in the end of the game, like I was saying, there is areas that have, you know, not really too bad of runbacks. There's one boss that has kind of a stupid runback, but other than that, not too bad. So, this next area we are going to run through. There's going to be guys on the roof throwing shit at us. There's going to be these guys. We're just going to run through. Follow my path, and you should be safe. Climb the ladder here. And then we're gonna wait till those guys get unaggroed down there, and we're gonna go back down. So we just came up here to let those guys get unaggroed. That explains something here too. Nothing in this game can climb ladders. There's not one enemy in this game that can climb ladders. So whenever you have a ladder, you can use that to get rid of. Watch for this guy. So yeah, he was hiding around the corner there. But yeah, whenever you're being chased by enemies, look for ladders. They cannot climb them, so use that to your advantage. So come around here. That guy, I think, was the guy hiding in here. He must have been walking, though, and saw us. He wasn't aggroed on my prep account, so that kind of threw me off. But yeah, that's every enemy through there. Perfect. Okay, good. Alright, so we have an elite out here. Now, we are not going to fight this elite right now. We are going to run over there and basically run around him. We'll get the item too after we get the Stargazer. So there's a Stargazer inside that building. The problem is he's going to follow us in there, and we won't be able to get the Stargazer because the enemy is going to aggro it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the merchant to be able to unaggro this dude and then rest at the Stargazer. So we're going to just run around him right to the merchant. So follow my path. Right through here. See how we can't rest there now? But what we can do is talk to the merchant. And by talking to the merchant, that will automatically unaggro any enemies.
I know what you're thinking. Don't worry. For your information.
While we're here, we're going to purchase some things. We are going to purchase this stun baton. And also, if you want to, buy these too, you can also buy these. These are very good against puppets, so go ahead and feel free to buy those. If you want to sell some runes or some souls, whatever you want to call them. So they're called ergo in this game, but I'm going to be referencing them as souls throughout this probably. Because, souls, ergo, it's all the same. Go ahead and stock up on some things that you want, but definitely buy the electric baton. We're going to be using that next. That's a shortcut for later, but let's go ahead and get the Stargazer. Alright, now, since we have the electric baton, we're going to switch to the electric baton. We're going to be using this for a bit. And we're going to go get the item there. We're not going to really worry about fighting him. We don't really get anything for fighting this dude except some runes, but it's not that big of a deal. We're just going to run up behind him, beat him over here. The good thing is he's slow. You should be able to get this before you get hit. Maybe not. Alright, life amulet. You got it. So, all we're going to do there, rest back at the Stargazer, unaggro him. If you want to practice this game, you can fight him. I mean, he's got a good moveset, and we're going to be fighting those dudes later, so it's good to get good at combat in this game. So go ahead and try to fight him if you want to, but if not, there's no big deal. You don't have to. So we are going to go now out through here. It's going to be a dude right there. That is not the dude we're worried about. We're worried about the dude behind the alley that's going to come out with a rake and try to kill us. So what we're going to do is sweep him over here with our puppet string. We're going to kill him. And then we're going to get this guy to come out. And do that. So this brings up an interesting topic too. Right now we're using an electric weapon. So there are different enemy weaknesses in this game. Whenever you're fighting a puppet, electric works best. All puppets are weak to electricity. It short circuits them. Whenever you're fighting a corrupted monster, they are, which we'll get to later on here, they are going to be weak to fire. And whenever you're fighting a human, you'll be wanting to use acid. Those are the three elements in this game. Acid, fire, and electricity. But for right now, all we're going to be fighting is puppets. So, I don't even know how that connected. But right now, for a while, we're only going to be fighting puppets. So we're going to take advantage of electricity. We're going to go up here. There's going to be a guy that throws stuff at us. We're going to take him out. There's also going to be a guy that climbs up there too. We'll take him out first. Probably could have got a backstab. Go over here. He's going to come up. Just hit him off. But don't fall off yourself. Luckily for us, this game is not like Lords of the Fallen, where you fall off the edge if you swing close to an edge. You've got a little bit of room. We're going to walk out here and get this item. And then we are going to pull a little trick. So in this game, fall damage is very nice. So you see that chest down there. The game wants us to have to fight around this whole corner to get over to that chest, and that to do that there's an elite, and there's a bunch of enemies, and they're dogs. We're going to take the easy way, though. Make sure your health is at least, you know, most of the way up there. I'm going to heal just to be safe that it's up there, but you should be fine if it's just a quarter of a damage down. And we're going to jump down to there. So roll off. I think I probably would have died, so good thing I healed. We're going to grab this. And that's a Workshop Union Standard at entrance converter. So go ahead and put the converter on. Going to be good for electrical blitz damage and a whole bunch of other resistance. And now we have one of these electric things. So these things are traps. What we can do is we can throw our puppet string at them, or we can throw an item at them too. Doesn't matter. So this dog, this puppet, and those things weaken puppets too, so don't be afraid to activate those. There'll be a few dogs that come out there, nothing too crazy. When that's an elite, just come back here, he won't see you. Come back here, he'll turn away and walk the other way. Once he does, he can be he's the same elite that you fought already, but I mean, to make matters easier, we don't have to fight him. This is a side quest you can do.
Who is it? Is that you? Oh, Murphy. I wish I was...
So you can return the dowel to Murphy. That's just going to boost it to some humanity, which is not a bad deal. We're going to grab this item, though, real quick. I mean, the side quests are hidden throughout levels like that, so always keep your eyes open. But yeah, we're just going to go right back up those stairs.
Wait. I can sense
So
something.
these butterflies, if you've ever played Dark Souls, which I'm sure you have if you're playing this game,
Is that a
they are
butterfly?
your crystal lizards. They will have different things, hidden upgrade materials and stuff. So always make sure and try to get them. There's quite a bit of time too. They stay around too. So you know, in Dark Souls, they go away pretty quick. You have plenty of time to kill any enemies first and then come back and kill it. So don't really stress about it too much. We are going to go down here though, down this ladder now. Gonna be 2 dogs and might be just 2 dogs here. Go ahead and take and a puppet. That's the guy I was looking for. Yeah, this electric baton will totally knock them out. So go ahead and come up here, get the shortcut. Actually, no, that's not a shortcut. That's a shortcut for later. My mistake. Why did I come down here? I think maybe for this item, right? Yeah, hidden moonstone. Okay, never mind. Not a shortcut, just a hidden moonstone. That dude, I think he is just I think there was another moonstone over here, but we can check. See how I have electric shock? You know, Pinocchio, he's also a puppet, so he's going to also take damage from electricity. So just be wary of that. Grab that hidden moonstone, and then we can go to the next area. If you want to go grab that item, you can. Watch out for the elite, though. He's going to be walking around this corner anytime. Remember, if you can get to the ladder before him, he can't climb ladders, so don't be afraid to use that to your ability. Alright, now we're going to cross over this. Into here. I don't think there was any enemies in this room. Yeah, neither this room either. Alright, we're going to activate a side quest now, a very important side quest. Make sure and do this one. So, talk to her. She's gonna tell you to go get her baby.
I want my baby.
So I'll find her.
Thank you so much. Before I lose my sight.
She said the baby was at City Hall. Should
All
we
right.
check it out?
So we are gonna cheese a
I
very
hope
difficult enemy
everybody's
here
safe.
for a very awesome weapon handle. So we are gonna go down here, or you can just roll off, not a big deal. We're gonna bring this enemy to come out. So have him come out. He'll come walking in. Go ahead and go up the stairs. Once he's there, and oops. Once he's there, then you can use some throwables. We're just gonna throw these at him. And then you can go down once you... He's basically dead. He just needs like one hit. So just get like one good heavy attack. And that's going to give you the Krat police baton head and the Krat baton handle. Now the good thing about this handle is the fact that it has an attack. It has its fable art as increases your gather your strength for a big. Or no, wait, that's not it. Temporarily increases your attacks for the next hit. So you could have put this on any type of blade weapon and increase your attacks for the next hit, which is insane damage. So this is a very good handle to have. Highly recommend cheesing that guy to take him out. That's going to be tie into a weapon combination we're going to use later on. After he's dead, we're going to go out here, grab some loot. Basically just a lore piece, but loot nonetheless. We're going to take this dog, take him out. There's going to be a few knights here. We're going to get the shortcut here first. Grab that. I say knights just because they have a sword, but not a knight. They're puppets that they have the ability to block because they have a sword, so they're a little bit more difficult to take out, but not too bad. That's gonna be another. Wait till he comes out. Feel free to block these dudes too if you want. Wait till. Yeah, the electric baton will just destroy him. Now we're gonna get the second shortcut. So there's two shortcuts here. We're gonna get the second one. This is that elevator that I showed you earlier. We're gonna grab this. And this is back at our merchant. So go ahead and rest, refill your health, because we are going to be fighting a mini-boss. He's a pretty easy mini-boss. He did give me a little trouble in my Let's Play, just because I wasn't familiar with the combat yet, but he's not too bad. You guys will be fine. So we're going to run out here. We're going to open the door. And he shouldn't follow us through this door.
Come out, Geppetto! You've got a lot to answer for!
Basically, this guy is just
you know what caused the puppet frenzy,
trying to
don't
blame Geppetto for the puppet frenzy.
What's your problem? You can't sneak past me.
We're going to walk up behind him right after the fight starts. And get a backstab.
Cursed puppet! Back again!
Well, I messed that up. Bad. So yeah, you can start the fight and totally get a backstab. Just beat him out. This guy's pretty easy to do. He's not a puppet though, so he's not going to take extra damage from electricity. But you can break this dude's weapon too.
Cursed puppet! Back again!
Yeah, he can be... I totally screwed up by not getting the backstab at the freaking front. I cannot get the backstab today. You can get a pretty easy backstab on this dude.
Then shoot you up on the bridge.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm playing horrible. There we go. There's one backstab. Oh shit. That's not what I wanted to do, is jump there. If you want to use throwables too, you can use throwables. Or just bait them out and kill them. The sword might actually work better for this fight, to be honest. Wow, what am I doing? I don't know what the heck I'm doing, guys. I want to switch back to my sword. That should have been a backstab. Shit. Lock onto that, man. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, don't get stuck on the items in this game, or the... Yeah, the things laying on the road can really screw you if you're not careful. Just be careful with that fight. He's not too bad. Just take your time. Backstabs will be the way to go with that. But then Geppetto comes out.
I understand. But in order, won't you help? I want to
Run through his dialogue.
I want to hear. We'll catch up.
And we're going to move on. Alright, after that we're going to grab this. Go ahead and rest.
So about that weapon assembly tool you were talking about.
So now we can do weapon
If
assembly.
you find any more weapons, let's...
In this game you could assemble weapons, so it's pretty cool. What we're going to do right now is we're going to assemble the handle of the blade that we're using. So we have the art to be able to block any red attacks with the electric coil. So we're going to do a new weapon assemble, and we're going to select the electric coil. We're going to go over here and select our blade handle and confirm that. And you can always readjust these too, so don't think you've like broken a weapon so you can't grab back the original. You can always put back the original as well. Alright, so with that, we have this weapon, so now we can block red attacks, but we also have the power of electricity. So the two combinations are really powerful against puppets. Okay, so now with that, we are going to do the second part of this. Second part of this is pretty simple. Boss can be a little difficult, but we'll talk about him when we get there. We are going to run through here. Try to get a backstab if you can. You keep screwing up these backstabs. You can actually activate the puppet string. Star fragment. him out. Now we're gonna run up here and get the shortcut. Also pop this puppet string too. That's gonna take away a lot of his health. Actually, it might even kill him. Okay, it already killed him. Okay, so he's just gonna be up there. He's not gonna do anything to you. We're gonna run around here. We're gonna grab the shortcut here. Kind of interesting. I'd never noticed that before. That's the corruption disease, which we'll learn about later on. But this is the shortcut back to the boss, though, if you do happen to die. We are going to run through there. I was just seeing if there was another enemy. There's not, though. Go ahead and pick this item up. If you want to read lore, that's up to you, but that way you have it if you want to read it. The lore is pretty interesting, so. We're going to grab the item right there. That's the puppet, baby puppet. Or that's the baby that we were supposed to find, but it's a baby puppet. So it's not even a baby, it's a baby puppet.
What do we do? Just give her that baby puppet?
And then we're going to go back to the Stargazer. Well, we're actually going to deliver this quest real quick. That way we just don't forget about this. This quest was easy to go to. All we have to do is go back. If you want to rest and refill your health, you can do that as well. Missed an item over here. Hidden Moonstone. Yeah, there we go. I didn't even have that written down in my notes. Well, yeah, that's important then. Yeah, we'll level up a weapon later that will be really damn powerful. Really strong. Blow through a lot of enemies pretty easily. We'll be using a few weapons on this playthrough, but we'll get to that later on. Run down this alleyway. The alleyway we just came from before. All we want to do is return the quest right now. Let's go ahead and climb the ladder. And return the quest.
I could sense
Now you're gonna have to lie here
miles
when this, so
away.
don't click through this too
Please
fast.
Let me hold her. There, my baby. What do you think?
What do you think? Isn't my baby adorable? We are gonna lie. She's a cute baby.
That's right.
And your springs are reacting. So we want to keep doing humanity stuff basically until we see the message that says your heart is pounding. So that's going to be way later on. But once your heart is pounding, you're basically a human at that point, and that is where we want to be by the end of the game, which we'll get there. After we do that, all we can do, just use this and teleport back to to the most recent Stargazer. And now, sadly for this game, you have to go back to the hotel every time you want to level. I wish you could just do it at the Stargazer. You can do it at the Stargazer later on in the game, but that's not till way later on. So we have to travel back to the hotel if we want to level. So I would recommend leveling here, definitely. And we're going to level Vitality for now. We're going to level Vitality till we get Vitality to level 20. And then we're going to level some other things.
I'll use my power.
So grab 20. If you have any more extra, start putting it in Vigor. Now, Vigor in this game is not health. Vigor in this game is stamina. I know it sounds weird, but that's how this game is. Yeah, the leveling system is kind of different in this game, but overall it's a pretty good balanced system. So now we are going to go fight a boss. Now, this next boss basically it's just a puppet. It's a puppet that can yield electricity. And it's a giant policeman puppet, basically. It's a puppet that's faced like looks like a policeman. He's pretty big. I'd say he's the size of, you know, this overcover thing, so that's pretty decently big. So he's a pretty big enemy. My best advice, you know, we're going to summon a Spectre to help us along with this fight, is just try to get around his backside, do heavy attacks. Once you get a stun, you know, obviously go for the stun. Real quick, we're going to run over here and grab this. Yeah, this is not... Should have done this before we did the boss, but... Puppet Destroyer Amulet. So this amulet right here increases damage inflicted on puppets. Highly recommend using that. And also you can use the other one we picked up too, which is increased max HP. So go ahead and put both those on. And if you want to, you can go ahead and travel back to the Stargazer just to get full health. I'm going to do that real quick. If you feel like you are good, you could probably be fine with one flask down, but I always like to go into boss battles, you know, full health. You know, that's just something I've always done. Probably, you know, probably a good thing. So how do we summon a summon in this game? Well, all you do is you're going to see these little bowls right here with blue coming out of them. Spectre. Use the Spectre fragment of the Krat, calling a boss Spectre. So in this game, we're going to be using those things we picked up called star fragments. They are going to actually be what summons a Spectre. Now, later on, we'll be able to farm as many of those as we want. Right now, we do have a select option, so we have to be kind of careful. If you're not familiar, if you want to be careful, you know, go into the boss a few times solo to get the moveset, and then summon a Spectre when you're ready. But we are just going to go in and take this dude out. He's not too bad. Second phase, mainly just watch out for the lightning. It's a pretty cool looking boss, though, too. We are just going to run it behind him. Try to parry too when you can. I wish he would stop jumping around though. He's usually stays on the ground for quite some time. He's moving around a lot this time. Watch out for the electricity blast too. He's going to do grab attacks. Watch out for those, as they can kill you. When he does a red attack, block that shit. Get the stagger. Watch out for the electric shock too. And your Spectre got it. But play it safe, you know, don't be too aggressive if you don't feel like it. Let the Spectre take some damage in there too. I mean, the Spectre's there for a reason, so go ahead and use her. Take that boss out though. Alright. We are going to go back. And we are going to go back to the Stargazer. Or, I'm not Stargazer. Back to the hotel. And if you wanted to, the dowel was actually in the boss section too there. I actually saw it there as we were clicking out. You can go ahead and go grab that again. That's going to, you know, that's a side quest. Boost your humanity a bit. Just to verify, I want to make sure that is correct. But I believe so. Let's see. Murphy. Faded Whistle. Oh yeah, that's right. Faded Whistle is going to be used for that. So you can go back and do that if you want real quick. All we're going to do is teleport. And we are going to go back to the one with... You could go back to this one. Probably you... Yeah, probably this one would be the closest one to go to. Return that to Murphy. No, I'll not return it. You'll see what we do here. We go back through here again. And do this part again. Grab him. Puppet string him. Have him come out. How did that even attack me there? Those guys have a weird hitbox, so don't be afraid to kind of be cautious with them. And they go farther than you think, too. Be careful. Alright, Murphy is on which side? Murphy's on the other side, right? He's probably going to be throwing stuff at us, though, so let's take out him real quick. I mean, maybe he'd be fine, maybe he won't, but... Just take him out. And now we'll go speak with Murphy. Murphy's that window down there. Let's go backwards here through this. So remember where that chest was? We're going to do the same jump. Go ahead and heal up. Knock out the few dogs here. Alright, we should be able to talk to Murphy now.
If only we could, Murphy.
All we're going to do is we're going to go to the whistle.
Hey, that sound. Is that you, Murphy? I know that whistle. It must be Murphy. Thanks for coming by. I miss Zach and Sophie and Eric. I wish we were all together.
Alright, so if you want to do that side quest, you can do it. If not, it's not a big deal. But we're just going to go back then to hotel. So go right back to the hotel. And since we are at 20 vitality at the moment, we are going to go into vigor. So we're going to start speccing into vigor at this moment now.
You saved. He is on the second floor. I'll use my power.
And we are going to want to get Vigor to 20 as well. So start leveling Vigor. That way we can swing more in our fights. And now here's a great time to talk about basically the music. I forget what this thing is called even. The gramophone. You get records basically when you do different side quests in this game. Now the one record we got for bringing the puppet baby back is called Feel. Now by listening to these records here, you're going to boost your humanity. So when you turn these records on, you're going to see a little bar coming up. And that bar is going to be telling you how long the song is, but along with that, once you listen to the song, it's going to level up your humanity. So if you want to go ahead and listen to these as you get them, or listen to them later on, that's up to you. But these records are actually awesome too. Their soundtrack in this game is crazy good, so highly recommend checking them out. But if you don't want to listen to it, just put it on play, and then you could go do something else around the house. But these will level up your humanity then. So I'm going to pause the game here, and I'll show you what happens here at the very end of this. Alright, and once that's done, you're going to get... Your springs are reacting. So, you can turn this off if you want them to. Alright, so after that, we can go around and talk to some NPCs if you want. These NPCs will, have different dialogue as we go through the game.
That sounds very dangerous. The pain of you and Geppetto. People have no... Thanks for keeping me.
You want to... you can actually start performing here too, which will boost your humanity a little bit more too again. There's tons of little things in this game that can boost your humanity. Anything humanic, or for humanity, you boost your humanity through that.
No thanks for keeping.
Alright, so now we're gonna go talk to Geppetto, since we've got him saved now. So Geppetto's office is the big door over here that we couldn't go in before. That door is now unlocked. We have access to a few more things now.
Ah, you've returned. Always speaking, my friend.
So he's going to introduce the P organ to you. Now the P organ is basically your heart.
P organs are the source of your powers.
Source of your powers.
Collect quartz to get the strength you need.
Yep, I'm just going to let him explain this to you. To sum it up, we use quartz to level this thing up, and that's how our skill tree works in this game.
Remember, the hotel. Be careful. Be wary.
Alright, so this is the P organ. We are going to do some things here. We have 2 quartz. We are going to enhance guard regain and enhance the stagger of charge attacks under increased pulse cells 1. So this one right here. To unlock that, to get pulse cells +1, we are going to need to put something in both those empty slots. So that's how this thing works. So like I said, we're going to enhance guard regain. So go to this. And then the second one, we're going to do attack type, and we're going to do enhance the stagger of charge attacks. Enhance stagger of charge attacks, right there. And now we have another pulse cell. So now we have the 5 pulse cells. Alright, so...
You can get from City Hall to the factory with the key I just gave you.
Yep, he basically just gave us a key that's going to allow us to go free Vagini now. So basically the next mission is to go save Vagini from the factory and bring him here. Vagini is the guy, basically like, you'll see when we get him, but he's basically like Tony Stark. He's the inventor, and he invents stuff, and he's also the creator of your arm as well. So, and we'll be able to have new arms once we get that.
I picked up traces of high. Why don't we make a legion? Mr. Vanini is the expert. The puppets get fried.
So she just gave us a new legion arm called Fulminus. Now Fulminus is an electric one. Now you're thinking this could be pretty cool. The problem with this arm right now at the very beginning of the game, and so I'll show you here. I mean, it looks cool. It looks like, oh, you're be able to use lightning. But the problem is you have to stand still, and it takes a while to charge up. And once it does, so the range, you know, you can apply electricity and shock to your enemies, but it's just not that good for right now. So we're not going to actually use that arm. We're going to go back to our puppet string, as I feel that will be the most useful arm for this next section as well. Right. So once we do that, we have our pulse cells increased. Go ahead and look it through your bag and see if you want to apply any more throwables and stuff. I mean, whenever you rest at a checkpoint, all your throwables will get reset back to what they are in storage. So let's say you can only carry 4 of these on you, or actually you can only carry 5. If you have 6 in your bag, you're going to be restored up to what you have in your bag. So just to keep in mind, rare ergo, like I said, we're not going to use this right now. We're going to wait till we get the option to be able to get boss weapons. We will use some of these though, just because we're not going to need all the boss weapons in this playthrough, but just to let you know, just don't waste those. But with that, if you wanted to look at, you know, different outfits that you got, you know, we picked up a different outfit from killing Mad Donkey. You could put his costume on if you wanted to, or, you know, mess with what you want. But that's going to wrap this episode up, guys. Next episode, we're going to be running through the factory and knocking that part out. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys next time.